Welcome everybody to this week's episode of Ant on Music. I am your host Ant, and I want to wish everyone a very happy Rocktober. That's right, it's Rocktober, and there are a lot of cool releases coming out this month. And I'm going to show you the ones that I'm going to pick up as the month goes on. And I've got a super cool box set to unbox for you. And I'm actually going to do the unboxing as the packaging is super cool on just the box it was delivered in. Before we get into all that, as I always ask, if you're new here, please subscribe. If you're a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed, why not? Subscribe. Click like, drop a comment, share this across other platforms. Tell your friends, families, neighbors, people you like, people you don't like. I don't care. I want viewers. So lots of stuff, lots of re-releases this week. I think pretty much everything is a re-release to some extent. And like I said, we've got that super cool box set coming out as well. And I'm going to show you all of that. First thing on the agenda. Okay. Want to wish my wife a very happy anniversary. All right. It is our 22nd wedding anniversary, and that woman must be a saint to tolerate me and my insanity for as long as she has. So, love you. Very happy anniversary, Law. Gonna have a good night tonight. All right. So, here we go. Let's jump into it. First release is a re-release. It's an anniversary edition. We have the hype sticker here. We have Alice in Chains Black Gives Way to Blue. And if my math is correct, this is the 15th anniversary of the album, which oddly enough came 14 years after Alice in Chains really released their last album, and it's the first one to feature Will Duvall. And if you listen pretty closely, you'd be surprised how much Will sounds like Lane on this album, especially when they do the harmony vocals, him and Jerry Cantrell. Kind of smart to release this one now. All right, so you've got the cover there. The back with the track listing right there. Unfortunately, I couldn't get one of the super cool colored vinyl ones. They were sold out already. But I got this one. And I'm glad to have this one on vinyl because I've never owned it on vinyl before. I have it on CD. And there you see the gatefold with the lovely cover art in there, which is representative of the front cover, as well as one of the song titles on here as well. You have on here the track listing of All Secrets Known, Check My Brain, Last of My Kind, Your Decision, A Looking in View, which is one of the better tracks on here, When the Sun Rose Again, Acid Bubble, very cool, Lesson Learned, Take Her Out, Private Hell, and Black Gives Way to Blue. So you have that here. As far as the records go, they're basic black with the labels showing the heart on there. There is, I believe, a smoky gray version out there, which, like I said, I was unable to obtain. But hey, can't win them all. I'm happy to have the record for the music contained therein, as always. One thing they did include in here was this little insert, which has photos of the band right there individually, as well as the lyrics, and on the back more lyrics, liner notes, and a group photo of the band right there. So this is the Alice in Chains 15th anniversary edition of Black Gives Way to Blue, with Will Duvall taking up the mantle of the deceased Lane Stanley, who is one of my favorite vocalists, especially probably my favorite vocalist behind Chris Cornell from the grunge era. Really, a shame that he succumbed to his drug issues, but very happy that the band decided to not totally pack it in and come back. And like I said, makes sense that this is coming out now because within the next couple of weeks, we're going to get a new Jerry Cantrell release. Which I'm very excited for. I'm a huge Jerry Cantrell fan. Got to see Alice in Chains on tour just but once, but I saw them on the Dirt Tour as part of Lollapalooza, and they were phenomenal. Definitely worth picking this up if you're an AIC fan. I dig them, obviously, so glad to have that one on vinyl. Next, something I haven't had in a while. One of the ladies, one of the queens of rock and roll, actually, I would say probably the high priestess of rock and roll. And that is everyone's favorite witch, Miss Stevie Nicks. And this is a Rocktober release. and it's 13th, lucky 13th anniversary release of In Your Dreams. And cool thing about this one is got Dave Stewart to do production. Yes, Dave Stewart, Dave Stewart of Eurythmics fame. And he really managed to get Stevie to bring out that Stevie Nicks Fleetwood Mac sound. You know, the stuff that she put out solo, you know, while Fleetwood Mac was an ongoing concern and since, kind of strived for Fleetwood Mac in certain areas, but it never quite reached it. And then, like, if you listen to Belladonna, which is a phenomenal album, it's nothing like Fleetwood Mac. It's much harder edge. This seems much more organic in regards to the Fleetwood Mac comparisons. So you got the gatefold there with some lovely photos of Miss Nicks, her and Dave on the back with the track listings. On here you have Secret Love, For What It's Worth, two of the outstanding tracks. You've got the title track, In Your Dreams, also Wide Sargasso Sea, New Orleans, Moonlight, A Vampire's Dream, great track, Annabelle Lee, like that one as well. Soldier's Angel, which has her old sparring buddy, Lindsey Buckingham, in on guitar. Everybody Loves You, Ghosts Are Gone, You May Be the One, Italian Summer, and Cheaper Than Free, featuring Dave Stewart. So you have that, and the cool thing about this one is, for Rocktober, this is, you know, Rocktober's now becoming a bigger deal, and you're seeing more releases for it. Both albums mimic one another, but I'll show you one slab of this 2-slab beautiful piece of vinyl. Look at this color. It's a lovely, lovely forest green, all right? And it has the labels. It has Stevie holding an owl right there. Very neat, very cool. Nice to have this on vinyl once again. Another one I've had on CD since it was released, but now that I'm able to go back and collect vinyl again, you know, started that up several years back. Glad to see this re-released on vinyl. Also, this one has an insert as well. Pictures of Stevie and her background singers. You got lyrics and liner notes on the insert, so that's nice to have. And that one just came out as well, so that's pretty cool to have that. So Miss Stevie Nicks, the one and only, on Rocktober Forest Green vinyl. Okay, next we got two from one band, and these guys, you know, they're put in with the grunge category. There's certain bands I don't really consider grunge. To me, they're more alt rock or alt metal, and that would be Stone Temple Pilots. And Stone Temple Pilots has two releases that came out this week for Rocktober. As you can see by the lovely Rocktober sticker right there. You have this one, their fourth album, you know, entitled Number 4. And this is, you know, no gatefold, but it does have the lyrics and liner notes inside on this insert. A lot of inserts this week. Always nice to have, hard to keep track of, and, you know, hard to keep well preserved. One of the pratfalls of collecting music is keeping everything whole and entire in one piece. The vinyl on this is super cool looking. Before we even talk about the music contained on it, let's take a look at this. This is very cool looking. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Black and white splatter for Stone Temple Pilots Number 4. And, you know, the big standout track for this one was Sour Girl, which had Sarah Michelle Gellar in the role of the Sour Girl in the video. Remember those. And it also kicks off with Down, one of my favorite tracks. Heaven and Hot Rods, Pruno, Church on Tuesday. As I said, Sour Girl, No Way Out, Sex and Violence, Glide, I Got You, MC5, and Atlanta. So this was the first of two that they released for October, and they released both of them together. This is the 25th anniversary edition, so this is very cool. Glad to have this one on vinyl. Never had this one on vinyl before. As well as the next one from STP, okay? And with that, you have Shangri-La Dee-Da. All right. So take a look at the back there. You can see the hype sticker right there as well. Another Rocktober release. And this has got a very cool vinyl as well with an insert. Similar to the other one, some photos of the band there, some lyrics, some liner notes, all contained there. And this is their 5th album. It's kind of an uneven record. They did a lot of experimentation on it. Love the presentation on this as well. Another yellow, neon yellow and orange chunk of vinyl. It almost looks like it's neon. It's very, very, very cool looking. And this has got some pretty good tracks on it too. And this was, this is like, things went a little awry, but you have some cool stuff on here. Too Cool, Queenie, Hollywood Bitch, Hello It's Late, A Song for Sleeping, all on this one, as well as Dumb Love, Days of the Week, Coma, Wonderful, Black Again, Hello It's Late, Too Cool for Queenie, Regeneration, Bipolar Bear, Transmissions from a Lonely Room, Song for Sleeping, as I said, and Long Way Home. Very cool album from STP. Still haven't gotten all their stuff on vinyl yet, but I'm working on it. It's a shame once again. Another great loss. Another one of the great vocalists from this era of music gone way too soon. Unfortunately, Scott could never get his act together, much like Lane. And drugs suck. Don't do drugs, kids. They're bad for you. That's my PSA for the week. But Stone Temple Pilots, Shangri-La-Dee-Da. All right. Now, let's get in our time machine. Let's go back to the 80s. This one I was unaware it was coming out till I actually, wandered into a record store and saw that we had another October release. Like they say, you go back to your high school days and sometimes you look at those pictures and you think, what the hell was I thinking? For me, this is one of those bands. And I don't mean it in an insulting way, but never has a band with the amount of talent that these guys have done so much with so little. They had a great look. They had videos all over MTV. They, I think, were the first heavy metal band to take the stage as a headliner at Radio City Music Hall. Their New York band. Their lead singer spoke in front of Congress in the PMRC hearings. Who else could I be talking about but Twisted Sister? Twisted Sister's got a Rocktober release. There is the hype sticker right there. And it's like Stay Hungry is a good album. It is what it is. It's cheesy hair metal, but it's cheesy hair metal that kicks ass. These guys were huge on the New York club circuit back in the day. And they're like local boys that made real good. The cool thing about this, we'll take a look at the album itself. The cool thing, the big gimme for me to pick this up was the fact that it included a live album. And they were always a fun live act. So this is Stay Hungry, 40th Anniversary Edition. You've got a bit of a change in the cover. And, you got pictures inside of the band right there. And, you got the actual cover down here, the original cover right here. And this one, take a look at this. They did do the right thing as far as, including, lots of stories about what was going on with the band at that point. And this is a translucent red slab of vinyl, and there's 2 of them. So you get the original album on here with bonus tracks, all right? And then you get a whole live set, which is pretty cool, which, like I said, for me, the bonus tracks in the live set is what you signed up for getting this one. And, it's like, haven't listened to it yet, but I am looking forward to it. So, on here, and the other one is the same color, but we'll show you because there's some pics here. You got some pictures there of the band back in the day, the original New York rock and roll drag queens right there, Twisted Sister. And take a quick peek at this, same color, nothing spectacular there. But if you don't know this album, it's a good listen. It's fun. The videos were fantastic back in the day. And for Stay Hungry, it kicks off with the title track, then the big track that everybody knows. If you've ever stepped foot in a sports arena, We're Not Gonna Take It. Burn in Hell, great song, one of the heavier tunes from them. Horatoria, the beginning with Captain Howdy and Street Justice. I actually dig that tune. That's pretty cool. And then bonus track. First bonus track is at the end of side 1, which is Blastin' Fast and Loud. Then on side 2, I Wanna Rock. Everybody knows that one too. The Price, that's their take on a ballad. Don't Let Me Down, The Beast. SMF, that's for all the Twisted Sister fans. And Never Say Never, all right? And then the live album is from San Bernardino back in '84, okay? And on this, you get some great classic sister tracks. You got The Kids Are Back, I Wanna Rock, Under the Blade, great tune. The Beast, The Price, Stay Hungry, Burn in Hell, SMF, and the I Wanna Rock reprise. So that is their venture into Rocktober releases, all right? Twisted Sister. And now, without further ado, we have the box set for the week. And I said I'm actually going to show you the box. This is the box as it came. It's like, all right, so what's so special? It's a cardboard box. Not for nothing. How cool is that? And this side actually looks a little better. It's not as beat up. Dream Theater, all right? And this is one that I kind of stumbled across, and we're going to show you the inside of this too. All right? Right there. Volume 1. Which alludes to the fact that there's going to be more volumes. Hopefully they don't do like The Crew and release volume 1 and 2 and promise 3 and then never get around to doing it. Hopefully they do, they go all the way through. So, put that there. And I may keep that, it's so stinking cool. All right, Dream Theater, volume 1. All right, here it is. All right, you can see a lot of the elements from the albums contained wherein, all redone to go on this gorgeous piece of packaging that they've put here. And on the back here, you see what you're getting inside. Right there, the album's listed below. So let's open this bad boy up. Let's see what we got within. And I'm real thrilled about these coming out on vinyl in this packaging, because if you've ever gone hunting for Dream Theater albums, especially Scenes from a Memory, oh my God, the prices on them are insane. It's like, I didn't realize that I was paying for like lung surgery or something. Just absolutely crazy. So what we have in here, okay, is all 4 albums, and we'll take a look at what they look like. Now, obviously, it's not the first album. All right, the first album, this is basically, I would say this is the James LaBrie, when James LaBrie joined the band and Kevin Moore was still with the band. All right, and, before Derek Sherinian and before Jordan Rudess. So you start off with Images and Words, all right, with, the classic track, Pull Me Under, Another Day, Take the Time, Surrounded, Metropolis Part 1, The Miracle and the Sleeper, Under a Glass Moon, Wait for Sleep, and Learning to Live. Okay, so you have that. All right, and, pretty basic. Looks like we have, yes, we do. We have an insert. This must be insert week with lyrics and liner notes there. Very cool. So we have everything we'd want. Right there, it is a single sleeve, no gatefold there. But, like I said, it's good to have all of this on vinyl. And if I'm correct, I believe these are all just basic black vinyl. And yes, they are. So, basic black, you got the Dream Theater logo with the track listing. And this is a Rhino release. I got it directly through Rhino. I believe that other outlets have started selling it as well. For some reason, I guess with Mikey rejoining the band, the 40th anniversary of the band, this is probably the most opportune time to cash in. So you have that, Images and Words. Next on the agenda you have here is Awake. And this one is a gatefold. All right. Picture of the band, some lyrics and liner notes in there. Let's see if we got any goodies. Yes, we do. Another insert. How about that? Pictures of the band there, some information, and picture of the band in studio. More info on the band. So let's see, what do we got in here? If there's another insert. Like I said, I'm not going to bother showing you the records because they're basic black, and all it does is eat up Your Precious Time. Not just the one insert, double vinyl. Very cool. And, you know, I totally dig Dream Theater at this point. You know, that's, you know, hopefully with Mikey rejoining the band, they return to some of their past glories, namely this branch of the albums that they put out, this grouping. Falling Into Infinity, another gatefold, very cool. Lyrics right there, some of the artwork. Produced by Kevin Caveman Shirley. No insert in either one, it looks like. Is there one in here? No, because all the information that you'd ever want is in the gate and on the back. Did I even talk about Awake? No, we didn't bother talking about Awake. How could I skip that? So, on Awake, you got 6 o'clock on a Christmas morning. Caught in a Web, great tune. Innocence Faded, great tune. Erotomania, Voices, Silent Man, excellent ballad. The Mirror, Lie, very heavy. Lifting Shadows Off the Dream, Scarred. And how can I forget to talk about this? This has possibly my favorite Dream Theater tune of all time on here. And it's definitely the best Kevin Moore tune written. Space Divest. How the hell did I forget about mentioning this? So, Falling Into Infinity. Let's get back to this one. All right, so you've got New Millennium, You Not Me, Peruvian Skies, cool tune. Hollow Years, another great ballad from them. Burning My Soul, Hell's Kitchen, Lines in the Sand, great song. Take Away My Pain, Just Let Me Breathe. Annalie and the Trial of Tears, It's Raining Deep in Heaven in the Wasteland. And if memory serves me correct, Doug Pinnick from King's X guests on a track on this album. And I want to say it's Lines in the Sand, but I'm not 100% certain. Let me see if I can find that real quick. And this has Sharinian on keys. Yep, guest vocals, Line in the Sands, Doug Pinnick at King's X. Memory's not all that bad. Memory hasn't faded entirely. And then finally, the coup de grace for this box set. This is for this alone, it's worth it. Metropolis, Part 2, Scenes from a Memory. The first really true foray for Dream Theater into the world of concept albums. And what a phenomenal album this is. This is great. I mean great. Did I say great? Great. Phenomenal headphone listening. Right here. Dream Theater, Scenes from a Memory. Saw them on this tour. Saw them on an earlier tour as well. But seeing this live was just outstanding. So you've got the front cover there. Got the rear. And this is a gatefold. There you go. Look at that. Awesome. All right. Let's see if there's any goodies contained within. No goodies. All right. Well, another one. Who cares? The album's fantastic. All right. And this one starts off with Scene 1, Regression. Great way to kick off the album here. You know, it's actually like you're sitting at a psychiatrist getting hypnosis, and you're regressing back in time to relive a past life. Overture of 1928, Strange, Deja Vu, Through My Words, Fatal Tragedy, that's scenes 2 and 3. Scene 4, Beyond This Life. Scene 5, Through Her Eyes. Then on side 2, you've got Scene 6, Home, fantastic song. 7, The Dance of Eternity, and One Last Time. The Spirit Carries On, another phenomenal Dream Theater tune. And the final 12 minutes of the album, Scene 9, Finally Free. And this was actually produced by Portnoy and Petrucci, as you can see back here. And this was, for me, this is probably their finest moment of their career. And I absolutely adore this album. If you've never heard it, pick it up. It's so worth it. So that is everything I have for you this week. But it wasn't everything I wanted to show for you. But, you know, time is time. And, you know, just want to say thank you, as I always do, for stopping in. If you dig what I do, say so. I love the pat on the back. And who doesn't? So you have that. The Dream Theater box set, Volume 1. Very cool. Worth the money on this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you come back next week. Love returning viewers. If you haven't, click like, drop a thumbs up, drop a comment, And most importantly, subscribe. All right. As I always say, peace, one love, music. I'm out.